Good afternoon, AP seminar. We are getting ready to start more revisions for our IWA. Feel free to hop on to my Zoom office hours from 12:30 to 2 or 2:30 to 4. If you have any questions about the AP exam, AP seminar has gone through a lot of changes in order to accommodate our issues with the COVID crisis. So please hop on there if you have any questions, but let's just say your IRR and your IWA are way more important. So it's really, really essential that we take these revisions seriously. This essay is going to mean more than 25% of your AP grade, and a lot more actually. So please take all of this time seriously to revise. You're going to likely get more time to do this, but just please bring your A game, be prepared to do everything that you can. And I know that revising written work that you have done can feel really pedantic and feel very exhausting after a while. And I completely understand. However, just know that this is really important. And everything that we are doing, even if it feels like you've done it already, there is always room to improve. My thesis that I wrote for I know I bring it up all the time, but my thesis for my master's degree, I refuse to read it because I know I'm going to see a million things that I wish I could rewrite. And that's something that I did professionally for a year. Actually like a year and a half. So just know that like we all have room to improve, even if it feels like we have done everything already. So please take this time seriously. Okay, now that I've gotten off my soapbox, we are going to transition into what we are going to be looking at in terms of revisions for the day. Let me go and share my screen and pull up our PowerPoint. As always, you will have access to this PowerPoint and your classwork to make sure that we are getting everything done that we need to get done. So today we are specifically going to be looking at our grammar, making sure that everything is written as well as it could be. And our key understanding for the day is the language and syntax of your writing must match the target audience. In a formal academic argument, one must use sophisticated vocabulary, complex sentences, and consistent formatting in order to establish credibility. Remember, you need to sound like an expert on the topic that you have chosen to write about. You have done the research, you have connected the ideas, and now it's time to make sure that your writing is letting those ideas come through clearly. Remember that the people reading these essays are AP seminar teachers. They are professionals, and a lot of them have degrees like myself, and we have a certain level of academic fluidity that we expect to see from your essays. And so there are going to be 3 things that I want you guys to be looking at in terms of your revision is number 1, look at your formatting, make sure that it is formatted correctly. So Times New Roman, 12-point font, paragraphs are set up correctly. There's no massive spelling errors, all of the really nitpicky stuff that feels very exhausting to do, but to make sure that everything is done correctly. Page numbers with your last name on it, all of these specific APA style requirements should be in your APA citation guide, or again, you can check out owlpurdue.com to make sure that you are formatting your paper correctly. The second thing we are going to be looking at is style. Is your writing academic? Did you ever use the term I when giving your argument, or are you always speaking, academics do not say I in their writing. So be sure that you never say I believe, just we know that you believe it because you're the one writing it. So it's a lot of those little things that are going to elevate your essay from being, wow, a high school junior wrote this, to wow, a starting out academic wrote this. And that's the level that we're pushing for. And again, all of this is in your classwork checklist in terms of very specific things that you need to be looking for. And finally, mechanics. Are the right words capitalized? Do you have periods, question marks where appropriate? Are your commas correctly placed? All of these, by doing all of these little things, you are going to make our peer revision process go a lot better. And to really emphasize this point, everybody that does their reflection exit ticket tonight It needs to be submitted by 4 o'clock. It's going to be the same as what we have been doing for the rest of this week. You are going to be reflecting on what you have done well and what you think you still need help with. I am going to compile a lot of your concerns and questions into a very targeted list, and you guys are going to be assigned a peer, somebody to review. If you do not turn in this assignment, today is Tuesday. If you do not turn this in today by 4 o'clock, you will not be participating on Wednesday and Thursday. So it's essential that you get today's lesson completed so that way you can participate with a peer. I am going to be assigning your peer reviewers. You guys will get an email from me directly on Wednesday morning to tell you whose paper you are going to be reviewing, and I will share that paper with you. And please take this seriously. Remember, you can only get feedback from your peers. So it's essential that you take your peers' paper seriously and that they take yours seriously. It's the best form of advice and corrections that you're going to be able to get. So again, please be sure that you complete this today so that way you can be involved. If your checklist is not submitted by 4 o'clock, you will not be participating. You'll be getting zeros, and we can't afford zeros with Q3 grades since finishing up. Great. I look forward to hearing and seeing all of these revisions take place. Please hop on my office hours from 12:30 to 2 or 2:30 to 4 if you have any questions about all of this stuff. I really want to talk to you guys and make sure everybody is on the same page. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. Great. So again, reach out if you have any concerns or questions. I will be available. Talk to you guys later. Bye.